I'll go and grab a smoke then.
You are now listening to the Pod Tsunami on the Pod Tsunami Network. PodTsunami.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of the Pod Tsunami. We are here, and we are... Well, I'll let you guys finish that one. Welcome, my guest, Big MC, the co-host of The Mostest, and we got Ant from Are You Not Entertained in Bradenton, Florida, John Wilson from the John Wilson Radio Show, and he's a comedian. He tells jokes now and again. John Wilson, Ant, Mike, how you doing, guys?
Good. How you guys doing as well?
This is another crazy week. We had a couple little issues to start off with there, and my beer just skeeted right on my screen. It's a milkshake stout. I'm not going to do a necessary beer call, but look at that. It's a milkshake stout. F-U in the M, dude. Look at that.
So good.
Oh, it tastes just like a milkshake.
Speaking of, whatever happened to that strawberries and cream stout you were going to make me?
I had it there, dude. You just never came and seen it.
Uh-huh.
We'll make it again.
Like story.
And that's I promise again, we will make it again. This is a new week, guys. Last week we had almost 80 listens to our show on Spreaker, which is pretty badass. I'm very, very happy about that. So, I mean, what do you think of the first week? I thought the show went really well.
I like the way it sounded. It sounded good. Came across good sound quality, which is a big plus.
Yes, and I'll let you go around the horn with how you guys felt about that first show, and I'm going to dig something out real quick.
Not of his ass.
I mean, it was kind of cool. I mean, only here at Pod Tsunami will we get 4 podcast juggernauts together to put on a pretty good show.
Well done, guys.
John, hello, John.
So we ran.
Hello, Mike.
Yes, he's not even eating crisps. He's high as a kite.
He ate all his candy on the last show.
I'm gonna tell his.
Yeah, where were you?
Yeah, you missed all the Kit Kat on the last episode.
There you go.
Oh man! So the Pod Tsunami studio here has upgraded equipment, but even with this juicy, beautiful thing right here, we made one fail swoop into unfortunate spill. We have to get a audio interface to work with this mixer.
There's always one more piece.
Yes, and that frickin' thing is $200. So you know how that can go. So that's going to be a couple weeks down the road, and/or as soon as possible. You know how it goes. It is what it is. But that mixer is pretty awesome. I was using it a little bit. The sound card I have is just very inadequate. So therefore, it's not decompressing the sound properly. So we're going to have some issues.
That's what she calls it now, the sound card?
Yeah. So you and me, you try like that. You and me went to the music store yesterday, and we were dumbfounded, man. I can't believe those things are $200.
Yeah, for $200 for a couple inputs and a couple outputs, and there's nothing really to it. Just it makes everything digital all the way through. So
yeah,
little do we know.
I'll be able to hook my other computer to it too, which for some reason tonight I hooked it up and it just got really hot, and I think that little netbook just might be heading down the way of the wrong. You know how it goes. But
well, that's what happens when you keep reusing a computer from 85.
Don't you say that now. It's an Acer Aspire. I got it at the pawn shop for $30.
Come on, man. That's the Apple II Plus. You can play Pong on it.
No, this one's a Crab Apple II Plus is what this one is. It's a thing.
Check out this great laptop I got. It fell off a truck.
Look at this thing. It is like the saddest. Look at this. My head is bigger than the laptop. But
That's
you know
a nice
what?
tablet.
Why is that sad?
It is sad because now it's not working real good. So it is what it is.
Maybe if you stand up nice and close to the monitor, we could see the reflection on your forehead. So I'm just saying.
Wow.
So, hey, I've got a Blab question for you guys while we're on here.
Wow,
Blab.
that sound just jacked up like crazy right there. What happened?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
So-
I think I touched the main knob. Go
You
ahead.
play with your knob over there.
Why is there porn?
So-
Why is there porn on the TV behind you?
Behind me?
Yeah,
That's not porn. That's the weather.
that's what they say now. The weather.
Yeah, well, hey, it's two weather chicks. They're not dressed or anything, but
Oh,
the
nice.
how do you get your show on the front page of Blab? Like when I was waiting for you guys, there was like some tech show on the front page of Blab.
Those guys.
And they-
if I'm quite correct, those guys that do the tech show are Blab employees.
Oh,
I really think they
little
are.
trick there, huh?
Yeah, and I know you have to be very active on Blab to get the notoriety that you want. You to get on there, you have to do like regular Blabs. You got to schedule them, and then you have to follow through with your scheduling and get fans. It's all about what you bring to the table, kind of thing.
I'm on it.
Gotcha.
Pod Tsunami Network webcam shows.
Make sure you share.
Yeah, there you go.
On
Oh man,
Go
spin
ahead.
faster.
Go ahead through the Twitter accounts, Ant, if you don't mind, and share a few of those. Share the Blab link with a couple of my page, John's page, Mike's page, if you got Mike on there, and then we'll see what we can't get. We'll see if we can't get this ball a rolling.
Yes, sir, Master. I'll be right on it, Master. I'll make sure I do nice and right,
I'll
Master.
say,
You're doing
boy.
step and fetch it. Old time radio.
Yeah. And the War of the Worlds has commenced. The aliens have arrived. Oh, great! People are gonna start killing themselves now. We're gonna freaking get the whole lot of shenanigans. We want to welcome Louise. Thank you, Louise, for dropping in the box with us. The first thing I want to talk about today, we got a couple little fun things. I don't, for some reason, know where my other... Oh, there's my list here. I forgot I split the screens. We got a couple little stories we want to bring into, but we found out this week Canada is the freest country in the world this week. The freest country in the world. And this is all by... according to the London-based think tank, and it got the number one personal freedoms. It's good for the personal freedoms, followed by New Zealand, Norway, and Luxembourg, finishing out the top four. And I've been to Canada, man. Canada's awesome. Canada's nice. Canada's fun.
Lovely maple syrup.
Oh, don't you say that, you cunt. Don't you ever. Today's cunt of the week is John Wilson for saying I am a Vermonter. So
I knew I'd make it one day.
Hey, I got to tell you, I'm an Aunt Jemima syrup guy.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Or Betty, or Mrs. Butterworth, man. That real stuff's got an aftertaste like bad liquor.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, you're from Vermont. I mean, you were like weaned on that shit. We weren't.
But Aunt Jemima?
Well, Mrs. Butterworth, really, but yeah.
Look at him. He's getting all red.
Yeah.
I am getting all fucking red because Aunt Jemima? Are you kidding me?
Well, of course I'm telling you the truth. I don't lie. When I
As a
played
kid, I used
poker-
to get both bottles and fight them. Pancake war.
I'd like to see somebody come in with that bottle right now and say, you know what, I got this great marketing scheme. It'll be the best seller on the market. They'd be like, yeah, right, get it the hell out of here.
Guys, we want to welcome Rabbi to the room. He's we haven't seen him for a little bit. So how you doing, Rabbi? We are talking maple syrup right now, and we are talking the blasphemy that is Aunt Jemima or Log Cabin and that bullshit that's not even fucking... I can't fucking believe you. That's not even maple syrup. Don't you even put those words in your mouth when you're talking about that.
I put that in my mouth with those pancakes and French toast, baby. It's good.
Listen. That fucking
stay
jar
out of
of
this.
fucking sauce is the only thing we could call it, right? That jar of fucking shitty sauce that you're putting all over your pancakes, right? That jar of sauce has never seen a fucking maple in its fucking life ever.
Hey, didn't say it had to be pure to be good.
It might have just taken a leaf off the tree and rubbed it on the outside of the bottle. It's probably the extent of the maple that's in that fucking shit. Maple
Not a
syrup.
Hey, some people are liking the real stuff and some people like the fake stuff. I like those fake ones.
My ass has seen more maple than that bloody thing.
Yeah, and I got the video on that to prove it.
Yeah, you should.
Oh my God! On a good note, Canada
On a
is
downhill spiral.
yes. No. We're gonna go on a good
Let's
note.
talk about teams.
It's the number one country in the world for personal freedoms, and according to this study, that Canada has the most tolerant people.
No. Do you know what it is?
It's a good place for immigrants. No, you just zip it your mouth right quick. They have the freedom to choose how to run their own lives, and they might legalize pot soon, which that is definitely a number one on my list as far as I'm concerned.
There's only 4 people over there who don't use it now, so I mean, what's the big deal?
I know, right? Hey, I know. Hey, how you doing?
Just hang on a minute. Just back up there a little bit, right? Because first of all, Canada's a big place, and let's face it. What you're saying? It's the freest country. You're damn right, it's the freest country, mate. Because you walk up north a little bit, and you get fucking lost. We'll never see it again.
You go on a fishing trip, and you never come back until the thaw.
Yeah, that's true. If you come back at all.
It's such, no wonder it's the freest country. Christ.
Hey, it's good. It's a good place to live, and I
thought Australia would have come pretty close.
Australia's number 9 on the list. The number 5 through 10 are Iceland, Ireland, Sweden, Denmark, Australia, and Uruguay. I think U.S. ranks 15th on that list.
But define free for me.
Well, they're just talking about personal freedoms. It's like I said, Canada has the most tolerant people, are most tolerant of people from other countries. They're a little bit more laid back. But I see in Australia, how we say they have that real laid back attitude, kind of the real relaxed, chilled out attitude.
Where's this?
Australia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brad's really chill, and even Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy from Ireland. That definitely fits Ireland at number 6, and I think they just got.
What about me, bro?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Hey, and I know in London they have everybody's videotaped or taken a photo of them 500 plus times a day down in London. So I don't think you're very free over there, pal.
I tell you where it'd be freer than any of those, and I've got it in one.
Don't say
Jimmy, come on.
Don't say between your legs.
Jamaica, man, that's got to be the freest country in the world, isn't
Actually, it's pretty crappy over there now because they're pushing all the locals off the beaches. They're not allowing them to own beachfront property, and they have one beach in the whole of Jamaica that the locals are allowed to go to. That's not private.
Good grief, that's dreadful.
Well, they're putting up all the hotels and stuff.
I don't like that channel.
Which one?
Don't like that channel?
Yeah, it's all the Travel Channel. Oh God. So that's my first story of the day. We got the cool thing about that is, U.S. obviously ranks high. We're at number 15, that's no good for anything.
So that means we have to move to Canada now?
Yeah.
Well, I did notice one thing about that list. All the free countries are all a bunch of pasty white people.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, if you notice that there's no color. Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Canada. I mean, there's no sun there. That's why they're free. They're just like John said. Who's going to wander around there if it wasn't free?
Canada's pretty awesome. Have you ever been to Montreal before?
Oh, they got some great cities, especially if you like hockey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So.
But Montreal, that city right there is pretty progressive. They don't like Americans necessarily, but then again, they don't like other Canadians over there.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they're very. You're from here or nothing.
Yeah, like Montreal's a.
Home in native land, true patriot love.
God, you know what I thought?
Son's command.
I was starting to worry there for a minute. I really was. I thought Twilight Zone.
That's what marijuana.
I love
does
Nickelback.
Oh, second worst band in the world next to Creed. Creed definitely takes top honors in that one.
Oh, I quite like Nickelback.
That figures. You do like Limp Bizkit too. All right, we're going. John's going on mute for about a half hour.
You got a new
person. Like that ESPN show, you lock him out if he doesn't say something you like.
Yeah. We're gonna give him a couple clicks, and then we're gonna to mute him. We're gonna lock him out and then to get Rabbi in here to shoot the breeze with us for a few minutes. Did you hear about that story this week about that young gentleman, 30-something years old, 32 years old? He was pretty much almost condemned to die by this horrible spindle cell sarcoma, and he's a huge Star Wars fan, and his girlfriend kind of put it out there that, hey, it's be my wish to watch the movie before I die, kind of thing. And J.J. Abrams actually sent Lucasfilms to his house and showed him the movie, and he passed away yesterday, which was kind of a bummer. But he did get to see the movie before he died, which was kind of cool, man. I thought it was pretty awesome of the J.J. Abrams camp.
That reminds me of a movie that came out called Fanboys. I don't know if you guys ever seen that.
Love that movie. Love that doc, man. That's one of my favorite ones around.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie about like how Phantom of the Menace was coming out. Four friends that were trying to go see it before it actually came out, so they were going to break into George Lucas's house.
Yeah, that
was
was
a good movie.
It was pretty funny. Did you ever see? There was another documentary